right, y'all, for the first time ever, we have a really good Bulma. She's in the game. It's time to shut up and just get to summoning, because I want to try and get 2 copies of her. Is that very selfish? Am I aiming too high? Yeah, possibly. Holy dude. Now, here's the thing. Her animations, they're okay. The OSTs, they're okay. Again, I like what they're doing with her and Piccolo, where they're like very different, because a lot of people have been being like, well, because I always do these reactions, you know, and so of course with the reactions comes a lot of it being Dokkan OST reactions, right? Because we're hearing the new OSTs and all of that with the super attacks, and I always have people on me because they're like,
all the OSTs sound the same,
and they do not. But I will say there are a lot of them that have started sounding maybe a little similar, and so to spice it up with things like the Piccolo OST and like Bulma's OST, those sound like drastically different, you know. I think some of like the more recent ones too that sound like really different. 8-year, those all sounded pretty friggin' different, but those all sound very similar to their actual OSTs from the movie, right? Like they did a really good job of imitating that. I think that's what led to us having very unique OSTs. Now, oh, I didn't even point out the fact that we got a Xiaoman. These are the stones that I had. If you guys watched the summons previously, hey, a fusion. It's 3 guaranteed feature LRs, 3 guaranteed feature LRs on top of the fact that it's a yellow coin banner with like, oh my gosh, what at this point, 70 LRs or something like that? Because there's 119 in the game, but of course some of those are free, and then some of those are Dokkan Fest LRs. So, and then now we have Carnival LRs, which aren't on these banners either. They've done a really good job of splitting up the pool of LRs in this game. A real good job of doing that, which is kind of, I defended him a lot in that video the other day. This is the game getting back to me. I do really hope that it does not take me more than the stones that I have. I think I got distracted. Oh, I think I got distracted. I didn't get to say it, but I did buy all these stones prior to summoning for Goku and Piccolo. I managed to get all 4 banner units, or all 4 of the units at 79% or above with the stones I'd purchased. And then and then I said it'd be really awesome if whatever the part 2 LR was, of course at the time we did not know it was Bulma, if I could get those with this. Now, what I wanted to do, because Shenron is a part of this, and we talk about summoning animations a lot, but one of the things that I know I bring this up semi-often, but I can't stress to you guys enough how crazy it was, especially back then. I feel like nowadays we have like all of the summoning animations on lock, you know, like they've not done anything new to keep us like guessing as to what the summoning animations mean. I mean, we literally know what to look for. It's you either get Zeno, Goku Black Rift, or Whis. Those are your 3 guaranteed defining factors, right? And then there's the other things like long Kamehameha, double screen crack, stuff like that. You know, obviously some pairs and stuff like that when they fly in. So for the most part though, we know like there's no real mystery to summoning animations. But back in the day, we were still all just like, we didn't know what things meant. 7 pods, before there were 7 pods, 5 pods, Hercule on the left, Hercule on the right. But the one I love to bring up, because I just don't think at the time, and even now, if I fully grasp how rare it was that it happened. But there was a Shenron animation in the game. This like, you know, almost like a mystic being. You didn't know if it really existed or not. And I got it. But at the same time, this was back when Rhyme and I would do like some pretty interesting ways of collabing. And so one of the things we would do is we would like challenge each other to see who could have the better summons. I would love for Bulma to pop up right here. Please, Bulma. Cool, it's not Bulma. And so it wasn't that we were in each other's video. We literally were gonna go do summons. We both agreed on it through text. We're gonna go do summons, and then we weren't gonna tell each other what we got or what happened, and we're just gonna post the video and we'd find out then. And the fact that we challenged each other and we both thought we won, because at the same time we both got the Shenron animation, and it's the only time, I know for me it is, I think it was the only time Rhyme got it too. It's the only time either of us got the infamous and the ever eluding Shenron animation. Hopefully we were good. I don't know why it was just lagging there. Dude! And back then, again, nowadays, we've had these same animations for so many years that there's nothing really well, I say that Superhero was a much different experience. It was really cool with Superhero that we got actual new animations, and trying to figure out what everything meant. It was mostly all just the same stuff for the most part. They added, like, we finally got and sort of got to see what it might be if Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku's animation ever got actually properly added to the game. Like, it's in the game's files, but they never made it be anything. Anywho, and I say we got to experience that because, if I'm not mistaken, we got to see what it would look like if after Super Saiyan God. No? Is it, or was it still just the same? I'm trying to think right now if there was enough steps that went past what you would normally see if it was just Super Saiyan God. I think what it was, oh, Chila. I think what it was it Gohan and Piccolo were both full screen animations? I think that's what it was. And sort of, it felt like going past Super Saiyan God. Anyway, I think it kind of gave us a bit of a glimpse of what it would look like if we actually got Super Saiyan Blue in the game. And when you were doing the animations and it goes 1, 2, 3, God. And then if it would ever go blue. I feel like Superhero gave us basically a peek into that, which was cool. But minus Superhero, we've had the same animation, so we just kind of all know what to expect. And I feel like back then, when Rhyme and I got that animation, you still didn't fully know what to expect from everything. And the thing was, on top of, you know, it's still sort of being a mystery with the animations. Did Hercule on the left mean something? Did Hercule on the right mean something? All of that. That Shenron animation was pulled just like a week or two or maybe a month after he and I got it. Like, we got that at the same time and also got it one of the last moments you could have ever gotten. Like, it is such a crazy moment in like Dokkan history for me. And I have to think that that is, bar none, based on the time it was available in the game, because it wasn't available in the game for that long, how little people were spinning back then. Like, I never did summoning videos like the one you're seeing today, you know, where I did this many stones. Like, this was, if I did this was like a rare occasion, you know? And I think just a mixture of all those things that makes that, without question, the rarest animation for me that's ever been in this game. I mean, you know, we've had, again, because if they would have like gave us Zeno, Goku, Black Rift, and Whis and then moved to new animations, and maybe even did like a cycle system, you know, like maybe based on the banner, like Dokkan Fest DFE's got like those animations, but then like Yellow Coin banners got like a certain animations, and then Carnival banners got like a certain animations. And then maybe they even rotated them out and like took Zeno, Goku, Black Rift, and Whis out and brought in like 3 new ones. I'm building all of this because I actually had a discussion the other day with someone that understands more about like the publishing side of games. And this is not from Bandai, by the way, but I have to imagine it applies. And what it is basically just because a game makes a certain amount of money does not mean they then give that game way more money to work with. So what I have to imagine is happening, the reason why we're not getting new summoning animations is because even though this is this is the most profitable Dragon Ball game for Bandai ever. Like, I don't think there's a single Dragon Ball Z game they've ever produced, because again, Bandai is the producer. The developers for Dokkan is like Akatsuki, right? The developers for all their other games, Dimps, Spike, all that. But Bandai is publisher, and the publisher, from the way I understand it, basically is the one that has like the funding, right? Like, is the one that's actually spending the money to make things happen. And even though it's not even close, right? Like, Legends and Dokkan make so much more money than any of their other Dragon Ball games. Like we actually got some numbers. Fighters and Xenoverse 2 have both sold over 10 million copies, which is awesome. And those are like, I'm sure, massive successes internally. And I'm sure they want to get, first off, Budokai Tenkaichi out like ASAP. Cool. And I'm sure they also want Arc Sys to make a Fighters 2. Like, why would they not want Arc Sys to make a Fighters 2? Because if Fighters 1 did 10 million, then Fighters 2 could maybe do 15, 20 million. You know what I mean? Because it would just build on the success and probably be an even better game. Also probably have rollback, since that's a thing that they announced, but then we still haven't got it yet, you know, and more characters like Majin Vegeta. But then you look at Dokkan, and there's just probably not another game that even comes close to the amount of money this game has made. But just because it's made that much money does not mean they give them more of a budget, which then means they still have to be careful with where they're putting their budget. And even though you would think they would put some budget towards summoning animations, they still have to worry about their new units and everything else that they're, you know, animating. And of course, units have gotten more complicated. Like, when you look at animations for Beast Gohan, and I know like that's a controversial one, but he has probably the best animations in the game. Like, his active skill is probably the best looking thing in the game. I mean, it literally looks like the movie. So Like, and I know there's a lot of things in the game that look like the movie or look like the show counterpart, but Beast Gohan's is just, I feel like on another level, you know, like Beast is crazy. So I can't imagine what that probably cost internally to be able to like animate that and get that in the game. And so even though this game is making them that much money, they probably still haven't allotted like a budget to just like give people money to just go straight up make summoning animations. And that blows my mind. Because I feel like, yes, we like chasing the units, but I think we can all agree, again, as someone who still enjoys summoning this game 8 years later and has a lot of you guys that are here and a part of the community, I feel like we can all agree that new summoning animations would make us more excited. We would be more excited to look like to do summons if every so often we had these new animations to look forward to. That is a unit I've not pulled in a really long time. How many do I have of him sitting here in the box? Let me see. 5. Okay. So like I'm just discussing this because I just had this conversation recent-ish and I haven't got to like hop into a video mode and get to talk about it, but I thought that was a really interesting concept, you know, because like why not? Like, and I know that at the end of the day, I'm sure this game is helping line like the pockets of like some higher up people somewhere, you know, at a company here or there, but man, give back a little bit of that budget to Dokkan. And that may not be the case. Maybe that's not the case. Maybe Akatsuki just doesn't think it's a priority. I might be so wrong on this, but if you guys have any type of insight into like game publishing or game development, or maybe you've talked to someone that does and you can reaffirm, or you can say, no, that's probably not it. Maybe they just don't see, but I can't imagine like Akatsuki. There's no way Akatsuki is that like, doesn't have like their finger on the pulse of this game like that well to know that obviously, I mean, they dropped new summoning animations for the superhero collab. They obviously know that's something that the community cares about. And I think it's just been so long. And it's crazy that both this and Legends are in the same spot. Like Legends hasn't had new proper animations for 3 years. It was the 2nd anniversary when we got the Vegito Blue, Whis, Super Saiyan Blue, all of that. They dropped Whis and Super Saiyan Blue like a month before, and then the Vegito Blue animation versus Broly came out during the 2nd anniversary. And we've had Zeno, Goku Black Rift, and Whis in since I think like STR Cooler era, which STR Cooler came out in 2019. So we're coming up on 4 years of having these same animations. And so I have to imagine, I'm also saying all this, I have to imagine that we have to be close to getting something new. And it wouldn't even bother me, you know, things like Shenron Animation are not in the game anymore, you know, and the animations have changed, you know, over the years. I would have to imagine that it would actually be okay with me if they sunset Zeno, Goku Black Rift, and Whis, or at least in their current state, you know, and they gave us like 3 new animations to sort of look forward to. Even if that was the case, you know, or they just made 3 new animations that could mean other things that they added into the game. I still wish they would make an animation that was like, you're getting let's go, dude. Oh, let's go. Let's go. I wish they'd give us an animation that means like you're getting more than one of the character. Like if I was gonna get 2 Bulmas here, I think it'd be really cool if I had an animation that was specific for 2 Bulmas. That would be so sick. Like that would be the coolest thing. And like that would be super rare too, to get like an animation that meant like you're getting 2 or 2 featured, you know, instead of just like you're getting 3 or more SSRs, an animation that means like you're getting 2 featured characters in this. And I think they actually did that for the superhero summon. So I just want to see stuff like that. By the way, I talked about this in my reaction video, and I'm sitting here like sweating because I think I've got a fever at the moment. And it may not seem like it, but yeah, I don't feel so great. So hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. But yeah, I'm like sweating through this shirt right now. It's not hot in here. Let's go. That's actually really cool SSR art, man. Dude, she is so busted. She's so freaking busted. I'm so excited to use her. I'm so excited to get her out here on the field. Let's do just a few more because I feel like once you get one, sometimes they can pop back up. So it took us right at what, 900 stones there to get her. Did you guys hit the like button? Did you guys subscribe today? Why not? We're trying to hit 1 million this year. We're actually making good progress. I kind of thought 1 million seemed too far off, but now it's like, man, maybe. Yeah, I don't know what I've got. I might actually go to the doctor when I'm done. filming these summons, just, you know, just to get some tests on, you know, some things, just to make sure it's not this or that or this or that. But it's been like 3 days now, and I'm pretty... What did I just say? We just got her back to back. Oh, this is the adrenaline I needed right now. Let's go. We just got her back to back. I'm done. I'm off the better, y'all. This is sick. Let's go. I always feel like I have to show my phone when these type of moments happen, because it just doesn't feel real. It never feels like it should be real, but it was. And we just got 2 Bulmas back to back. Let's go. But that's gonna be it. You guys can click another awesome video right here, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.